Welcome everyone. This is part 2 of adding warning signs to our temperature converter program. So you should have the previous program up. If you don't, go ahead and take a second to open it up. You might want to stop the film to give yourself time. When you have the files open, then go ahead and restart the film. Okay, so in the last one, we took our graphical user interface and we added some warning signs. Here it says that if the Fahrenheit is greater than 90, print to the screen it's really hot out there. And then also if Fahrenheit is less than 30, print out to the screen it's really cold out there. And I see that I have a spelling mistake, so I'll correct that now. Alright, so then another thing that we can do that's kind of fun is we can also add a little image of a hot thermometer or a cold thermometer to our program, and besides changing the background to red or blue, we can add this little picture. So what I've done is I've gone out and I searched for a small picture or icon of a thermometer, and then I've used a Photoshop editing tool to size it down to approximately 75 by 75 pixels. So if you haven't done this already, you might want to stop the film and take a minute to go out and look for a red thermometer and one that's at a cold temperature, and then size the images. These images will need to be placed in the same folder that your program is in order to work. So once you have that done, then we can get started adding the code. So we're going to create a variable called picture, and we're going to set it to a built-in function called makePicture, and then we're going to use an open parentheses, quotation marks, and then we're going to type in the name of our image that we want to show. I named mine thermometer underscore hot, and then mine are JPEGs. And then we'll close the quote and close the bracket. Then what we'll need to do is make a bitmap of this picture, and there's a built-in function for that. So we're going to do pixmap, P-I-X-M-A-P, set it equal to make pixmap, P-I-X-M-A-P, and then we're going to call our picture icon, our picture variable, which holds our picture information. The next, we're going to set up a point where the picture is going to set. And so we'll say image img position, and we'll set it equal to point, and then 2.5, comma 2. And I've played around with this before to make sure it fits in the right position for our purposes, based on the size of the images, which I made 75 by 75 pixels. So then we're going to say image is equal to capital I-M-A-G-E, which is a built-in function, and we'll call the image position. So type in image img position, comma, and then we'll type in also pixmap. Close the parentheses. And then for that image, we'll draw it on our window. So image is equal to, image dot draw, and then we'll call our win variable for our window. And that's pretty much it. Then all we have to do is take this code, copy it, and adjust it for our cold picture. So I'm going to take these 5 lines and hit Control-C to copy. Then I'll move my cursor down to after my light blue background and hit Control-V to paste. I'll line up my text. Now I'll need to change my image from thermometer underscore hot to thermometer underscore cold. You may have named your image something else, but this name has to match your image name that you saved on your computer. And we don't need to adjust the position because we want the image to appear in the same position, because only one of these images, either the hot image or the cold image, is going to be on the screen at the same time. And so then let's go ahead and test our image. So we'll go and hit File, Save. We don't have to hit Save As because we're just adding to our warnings program. And then we'll hit Run and Run Module. And our converter comes up. So let's test the hot one first. We'll type in 40 degrees Celsius and we'll hit Convert. And it changes our background to red and brings up our hot thermometer. So let's go ahead and hit Quit to get out of the program. And we'll test the blue picture. So let's go Run Module. And this time we'll type in a cold temperature, so we'll type in -12. And we'll hit Convert it. And now I've changed my background to light blue, and I've also come up with this tiny picture that has a cold thermometer. And that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you next time.